Oh boy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry I'm late. I pretty much woke up like this, all right? I was being nosy, right? I was trying to hang out in the realm a little early, a little later this morning. Yeah. The hat actually matches exactly what this is. Everything's out of order. But I heard in the wind, it was like a discussion made for the win. It was really, really aggressive discussion too. Um, I've changed the order of things, right? And this was after I heard like somebody's trash cans like slam against like or the railing or something, right? So I heard it, and it's pretty dry outside, but it was pretty wet last night. Take what resonates. This is specific to someone. There's an aunt and a niece. It was a conversation meant for the win. There's an aunt and a niece, something like that. It's a dynamic. There was a very aggressive conversation, and it was a conversation meant for the win. So when I say meant for the win, probably it wasn't supposed to be. It's supposed to be a secret conversation. It's supposed to be like nobody knows supposed to know about whatever they got going on. It's an aunt and a niece. It's a niece and an aunt dynamic. And listening to the wind, it was very aggressive. I heard the trash can slam. I don't know if a door was slammed, a body was slammed, or a thought was slammed. Either way, it was an aunt and a niece. And I heard there was a change in the order of things. That's it. That's what I got right now. Because I was trying to be nosy. I was trying to hang in there. So, good morning. This is Nix, your neighborhood love dealer. How are you this morning? Happy birthday to those who are having a birthday. And congratulations to those who are celebrating. And my condolences to those who are experiencing losses. I remember there was, yeah, it's bright in here. Uh, bright for what I like. Yeah. So I remember there was, much better. Okay. So, dang it. I was talking to you all about the pinching the baby situation last night, the pinching the baby, and how a lot of babies have now grown up and now they're able to realize that they've been getting pinched. So it's going from pinching the baby to now poking the bear. People are poking at you, poking at you, poking at you because they have to get you out of character. Because that's the only way that you'll act somewhat like them. Okay, so I know it's hard trying to be the bigger person and turning the cheek all the time, but guess what? I don't think we're meant to turn the cheek all the time. I don't think we're supposed to be the bigger person all the time. But we are here to learn lessons and give them out as well. Sometimes the people harp so much on you being the bigger person that they could never ever fathom that you about to be this small today. You big all the time. And somebody out here is about to find out that you could be a little small sometimes. You could get a little petty. So for somebody out there, they're about to FAFO and see that you ain't always been big been big cat. You ain't always been big. You did start from meager and humble beginnings. You did used to put hands, teeth, mouth, lips, elbow. Oh, that used to be my favorite move. Like come from across the room, like wrestling. Yeah, I got bad memories or good memories about wrestling. It all depends on where where I was doing the wrestling Saturdays. Because then you had some of the siblings who couldn't fight with none of the people outside, so they'd come in the house to try to beat you up. Or you had the siblings that you wanted to do. You actually like it ding 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 ding, and you guys come across the bed or whatever makeshift ring you got, and you do it like that. But wrestling definitely has a lot of good memories, a lot of wild memories coming up, right? I don't know how I got off into that tangent, but that's for somebody. Woo! Junkyard Dog and Macho Man Randy Savage. And I think a lot of the guys that couldn't fight also were into wrestling. Also, some of the LGBTQ guys were into wrestling too, but I think they used to watch it more for the outfits and the glamour that it did, and the fact that you can watch like semi nude guys in drawers running around bashing against each other all day. And you could at least sit with your father for that time, and you guys would look at it for two different reasons. I think the same thing happens with football. Like both gay and straight people can enjoy football and wrestling for two different reasons. One half's going for the sportage and the sportsmanship and the actual ball, and the other half's going for the other set of balls. And they're going to watch boys bend down in perfect form, I guess. But let's get to get to the prayer and get to the 12 zodiac, because we're definitely time constrained to today. Gotta get the boy on the bus because it's very confusing. Last night it just sounds like I would wake up to chaos, and it seems so very peaceful now. Is this the calm before the other shoe drops? What's going on? Because we're still in March, so there's still a chance. And like I said, this crazy alignment, I think this crazy alignment is going to do the same thing that it's done 40 something years ago. I think we're getting another cycle of that. If you know, you know, because the blizzard is doing some things. Well, not I won't call it a blizzard. I don't want to speak this in. Two different sport, two different packages. Right, but two things exist at the same damn time. That's funny. So let's get into this before I get more into the message, because there was a lot with the chaos and then the fact that it looked chaotic and then it's peaceful outside. That is true to someone. That does resonate. See, some people look chaotic on the outside. Like, have you seen the way I dress in the morning? I just got up. But I'm peaceful. And then there are some people who look like they could do no wrong, they could hurt no fly. And they'll actually go out of their way to perform that way. It's performative piece, you know. They act one way, but there's another. And some people would see your outside busyness and think that it's that way on the inside when you're actually at peace because you're expressing yourself authentically on the outside. You have no need, you have no bindage inside of you. You've already expressed it. So, really, the chaos that I see, this is orchestrated chaos. Of course, I'm coordinated. And you see what I'm saying? How it works. This is functional chaos. So you have to really not judge a book by its cover always. Or you just have to keep your way from primacy bias. You know what I mean? The first impression bias. Because I'm just saying, the first impression does mean a lot. It does. It does. But what if you're already biased? What if you've already put your prejudices up? Or what if, just what if, you had a discussion with the saboteur extraordinaire and you do not know that this person has already sowed the seed of doubt into you because they've done it for so long that they've become a very, very good person at it. They don't actually insult other people, they just plant seeds of doubt. they'll stop and they'll pause in a conversation. They'll go, and they'll peek when you're not looking, and they'll say, I was wondering about so and so. They just been on my mind lately. And you'll say, even if you do entertain it, what you mean by that? And they'll peek and they'll say, "Who? Well, this is my chance." And they'll say, "Well, I noticed that this, that, and the third, or I haven't heard from them. You think they're okay?" And this is how they hook you in. And then you'll go be nosy for them. And then you'll be monitoring and you'll be the spirit. Hmm. And before you know it, you're totally invested in what they're invested in, and you don't even know what the hell you're invested in. All because the idea of suggestion worked very good on you. It's the same way in the algorithm. It's the same way it happens in commercials. It's the same way it happens in movies. If I actually just flash it for a second, just flash a little bit of interest, or steer you in such a way that you do it and it doesn't look like I made you think that way, then of course you'll think that it's your own ideas when you approach a person because this person has already sent you to stare. They already sent you with the bombastic eye. And you don't know you're putting on the bombastic eye because to you, you're just being just curious of your own volition, but is it? Were you going to check on that person before it was ever so gently brought up in conversation or prodded about? Hmm. Hmm. I'm actually gauging this little circle on purpose. But yeah, you know what I mean? So sometimes you can find yourself invested in messiness without even knowing because a person who fights dirty has fought dirty for a long time. So they've been very good at it. And especially if it's been used against them, they'll learn it inside and out and then they'll learn to apply it. And if it works, they'll just patent it. No science. So a lot of you guys have gotten mixed up into the messiness, and this is probably how that aunt and niece did that situation. Perhaps they didn't start off that way. Perhaps they were just trauma bonding, and then a certain situation or a certain person came about, and then the conversation went way past where it was supposed to go as far as boundaries and as far as respect is going. So now you guys are very invested in the mess, in the thick of it, in the rumors, or in the result of what the rumors started or what the where there's smoke there's surely fire, right? So maybe you thought maybe you were being an Indian and you were doing peyote or something delusional, I guess, and there was smoke going up and you thought maybe it would clear out, nobody'd smell it. But that's what a lot of people think about smoke. They think that when you come in and out, in out of outside, when you come in from out of doors, that you don't carry the smoke with you. People can see that you got smoke. Okay, and where there's smoke, there's usually a fire some damn where. So that's that analogy for that. And definitely there's been hints put out to the point where now you're being attacked and now the baby has been poked and you have to scream out and cry out and hope that somebody looks for the bruises because they've been poking the baby who is now grown up to be the full grown bear. Are you going to poke the bear face to face? No, they never poke the bear face to face. They send other people to do it because they're crash dummies. Because if that person was that bold and that annoyed, they would address that situation head on, right? No, instead they send you in because they know the damage that they've done and they know the damage that could be done by the situation that they're inflaring or ensnaring you into. Yes, instigating, starting stuff, messiness, meddling of sense. And that usually happens between the mother daughter, auntie niece situation. The meddling happens. And then it sprinkles out into the friends who will think they're nieces, of course, the friends who nickname people auntie, and titi, that sort of situation. And the special ass kisser who makes everybody's mom their mom with intentions on just smooching under the mom to take the place of the biological child. Because obviously the mom has no boundaries when it comes to the biological child. So she wants to take on all these children by proxy because she doesn't really have to take care of them. The only one she has to appear to take care of is her biological child. And once the essentials are provided for the biological child, who cares about what she has to say? I have friends over here who think I'm fabulous and I don't actually have to do anything but act fabulous. Amazing. That's the narcissistic, that's the malignant mom. She'll talk all breathy to your boyfriends. and it's, and oh my God. And she's so exhausted. And what was me? And that child was so difficult. Well, raise the fucking child. What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you complaining to strangers about your crotch fur? What have you done to it? Sips tea. Anyway, make haste, O God, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. And sometimes that's the only one who will come and help you because you're surrounded by narcissists. Because that seed of doubt has been sown so early that before you could even utter the word instigator, you've been surrounded by the enemy. And you'll be surrounded by the enemy forever until you learn to say, you're an instigator. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backward and put to confusion that desire my hurt. Let them be turned back for a reward of the shame that say, aha, aha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee, and let such as love thy salvation say continually, let God be magnified. But I am poor and needy. Make haste unto me, O God, thou art my help and my deliverer. O Lord, make no tarry. Make haste to me, O Lord, because these people done went bonkers, okay? And definitely when you pray and you reach out to him, depending on the prayer and the need in your heart, he is coming, my dear. He will comfort you. In the darndest of times, you will realize that you have not carried yourself. That was not you navigating any of those things. But oftentimes it takes for you to slow down and reflect. And then you'll realize, hey, I did make it through that situation without Peter, Harry, Tom, Sarah, Allie, Ann. I didn't have to call them. I was divinely guided out of the clutches of the enemy. And that's how things have to go when you keep finding yourself surrounded by the enemy. God does show up. It's just that you don't acknowledge him. You try to take the credit, but really, he does it all the time. And he does it so seamlessly that you have to look back to even realize that it really wasn't you carrying yourself. It was actually him that swooped in and just took you on that magic carpet ride, just like Aladdin. Remember, they kept depicting him as somebody dressed in tattered garments. Even though people kept touching on your thing, you get a little worn, a little distressed. But distressed jeans are a style as well. Death and transformation. We've got this 13 here. This is the first thing I seen when I looked. Death and transformation doesn't have to be a physical death, but condolences, condolences, condolences. Sometimes when a person leaves the earth, that means that you have gained an angel. Sometimes the work couldn't be done in the physical by the person on the earth. And you have to see it as that. Sometimes the work has to be done on another realm and they can't get to it because there's too many distractions here on this earth. There are too many people suffering and they want to interrupt your suffering with their suffering because why should your suffering be any more important than mine? My suffering is greater than yours, and that's how I feel about it. And this is why some people, they say sometimes the good people leave too early, and I agree. Sometimes the good people get taken away because they wouldn't be good if you kept having access to them. You worry people to damn death, literally. So God had to save a few people by coming and collecting them before you put them through yet another cycle, okay? And that's the darn truth. So speak well of the dead and be at peace. Let those souls go that passed over. They probably were tortured here on this earth. Some of the things they'd never tell you for fear of feeling weak because people seem to want to be sharks and act as sharks. Yet when there's a shark in their water, they tend to panic and want to be saved. Death and transformation. I'll stop it right there. I know I can be a bit chastising in my voice, even though it's nothing personal. It's basically how I speak. I've always spoken this way. When I feel as though the situation holds any weight, I don't really speak unless I need to speak. There's no need in wasting breath and time in explaining things and throwing, pearls amongst swine. I don't see any point in that. So, let's get in with it. We've got the one here. Okay, so let's start in Capricorn. We've got the one here. Let's start in Capricorn. Ace of Wands, new project, inspiration, urge to create. Then we've got celebration. We've got 133. 133. And I just said 13. We just had the, and I'm looking at 13 on the screen. Wow. Okay. 133. Is that significant to anyone? It could be March the 13th. It could be 313. It could be so it's going to be three. There already have been two Friday the 13th this year, February the 13th and March the 13th. There will be November 13th coming. 133. That's 11. That's one. Okay. But I got 133. Is that significant to anyone? I don't understand. 133. Maybe somebody was born March the 1st or the 31st. Something's here, maybe January the 31st. Mm, or January the 3rd. Or someone has just turned 33. Altogether, this is a 7, so this is complete. Something has been complete. The cycle is definitely complete. There is new creation coming about. Congratulations on that new kid, that new job, that new position, that new idea. Congratulations on your new status in life or your newfound pimp stepping. I don't know. Pimp juice. I don't know. New project, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential beginnings, new opportunity, celebration, friendship, collaboration, creativity, friendship, community, happiness, teamwork, collaboration. So someone is definitely coming upon their soul tribe or at least their new family. Congratulations to you. And that was for Capricorn. So, Capricorn, you are going to go into collaboration with somebody. It does not have to be romantic, although we would like it to be. Right now, you just need to find a good support system if you're going through any seasonal depression or things of that nature. It would be good for you to seek support. Life coaches, I am one. I am not available at this moment right now, but there are life coaches that you can get with. There are therapists, psychotherapists, there are just counselors that you can talk to. You can actually go to your local library and they do have resources for you, and they have a referral system as well. And you don't have to use your medical card to get there. So hopefully this helps someone who has Capricorn, Earth, in their chart, or they just have it sun moon rising, okay, or they just have a Capricorn type of attitude. They tend to be a bit stoic when it comes to matters of the heart. Most Capricorns that I've experienced when they're in the male system, on the male side, they really protect their hearts to the point of detriment. So it's really hard to get to it, but once you get to that person's heart, they kind of try to brick you in, and they still don't plan on being any more romantic than what they've already expressed. So excuse me, sorry, karmic, there's a lot of push and pull when it comes to a karmic. So if you're not really built like built for it tough, I suggest you just go on and just let that go on, because you don't want to be like beating yourself over the head trying to get into what might be cinder block covered by brick, covered by cement, covered by clay. You understand? Okay. So if this person doesn't let you in and it's that hard, let it go. It's going to be okay. You don't need to be in there. Gotcha. All right, so let's get over to Aquarius. Let's get this done because I got to be a little quick because I did sleep in. I was being nosy. I was trying to hear this conversation of the niece and the aunt and the niece. It was the aunt and the niece. I don't know why I got that. Okay, so we've got Hermit here, and we're going into Aquarius. Let's see. We've got the King of Cups in Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, okay? And we've got Gemini, Cancer here, Gemini, Cancer. So this couple is cute and they're so logical, but right now it's cold between them two. Aquarius, what's going on? Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. I don't know why it's funny though. Aquarius, Pisces, which means this Aquarius is the water bearer, but highly intuitive. So they have a bit of water. So they carry a bit of emotion, even though they're Aquarius and they want to be all quirky and weird. And they get off on being quirky and weird versus emotional. So even though they're in their emotions on the inside, on the outside, they're going to present as calm, cool waters and trying to figure out what the hell's up with you, right? So then we've got this four here. And this four is meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, disconnected, right? So this is what these two are going through because this is the chick on the other side. She's so damn disconnected. Are you interested, ma'am? Because even though the dude comes off a little cold, I just want to know, are you interested, ma'am? Because if you're not, it's okay. You got free will. But yeah, you look like you're a bit interested, a bit preoccupied, a bit cold, but disconnected. And it's not as though you are not thinking of this person. It's just that you got a lot of shit on your plate. And unless this person expresses true emotion or true interest, it's really not for you to go poking and prodding about, because he that finds a wife truly finds a damn good thing. I see 44 on the clock. He that finds a wife truly finds a good thing. So if he doesn't feel like he found her, I mean, what the hell is she going to look up from her work table for? She's still going to have to pay bills and shit. So it's best if this Aquarius Pisces, it doesn't have to be an Aquarius Pisces, because definitely we got a lot of Cancer. We got a lot of emotion on the board. So you're interested. I get you. So definitely he's going to have to be very direct and in person to show this interest. So yeah, that's that for Aquarius. So there's an opportunity for a great relationship on the board, and these people are very business oriented. So there's probably never going to be a dull conversation between the two, especially if there's definitely good interest there. So be prepared for a lot of intellectual conversations before you guys even discuss anything romantic. It's going to be romantic, just having a conversation that doesn't center around that thing, you know? So, yeah, that's going to be extremely refreshing for someone. So, looking forward to that. It's going to be as fresh as cucumber mint water with lemon in it. Yeah, the good stuff. It's going to be very fresh, earthy. It's going to be good for your soul. It's going to turn you on. Weirdly, it's going to turn you on that there's no carnal stuff there, and that's going to make you like hot and bothered. It's weird. It's going to be like an after effect. It's going to be like you walk away, you go home, and you're going to find yourself like, damn, That was dope. Yeah, I like that. So, congratulations to the Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini combination that's about to come out. I think you guys share signs, but it's in different placements, so it kind of fits, but it doesn't. So there'll be a bit of friction. So you guys will have a nice powwow of a conversation or a nice debate, but I don't think it'll turn into an argument, and that's what's going to be so special about you two. You guys aren't really going to argue. You guys are going to debate. You guys are going to agree to disagree. You guys are going to flat out disagree on some stuff and still sleep wonderfully together. You guys are going to definitely be crossing legs at night. Oh, that's so cute. I like that. All right. So that's it for Aquarius. Step up Pisces. You know, it had Pisces in there, right? So you're not going to be left out of the fun. Okay. Let's hurry up and get this done. Okay, Pisces. All three cards just fell out for you. You want me to hurry up? Somebody wants me to hurry up. Okay, so we've got the 19 of the sun, the positivity, the pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warm. All right, so some things have been illuminated, some things positive coming up. So, there we got some negative thoughts. What's going on? Intrusive thoughts. Queen of Pentacles, negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment. Oh, so somebody's happiness is pissing someone off. Okay, that I get. That's normal. Somebody has to go up and somebody has to go down, right? Okay. So the 19 is this sun, right? This fire. Somebody is definitely displaying some type of positivity, creativity, and fun. The karmic right here. This is a karmic because this is an 8, right? Okay. She's a karmic today in this reading because she has negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, entrapment. Somebody's positivity or some positivity is really pissing someone off and putting them in a cagey situation in their mind. Someone has Gemini in their chart as well. Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn is in their chart. And the Queen of Pentacles, who's nurturing, practical, providing, financially a working parent, is abundant and manifesting an opportunity, new career, financial, blah, 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 blah. So there's the karmic that's pissed off at a Queen of Pentacles energy because they're still abundant. And abundant doesn't mean having money at all. Abundant just means ain't worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Wipe me down. I'm good. All right. So yeah, somebody is definitely a little pissed. It's like opposites. It's like one is a Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the other one is a Queen upright, and it's making this other one pissed. Ma'am, I need you to go somewhere and go have fun. Okay, go do something. Okay, so the 19 plus the 8 plus the 1. So the 8 plus the 1 is 9. And we got the 19. That's 18. So that's 20. 9 plus 9 is 18. So it's 28, which makes it a 10. So it's wish fulfillment. So somebody's just gonna have to go on and go somewhere and cry about it, go cry in a car, or I don't know, go lay on somebody's couch. I don't know. I don't know. They seem to be a little schizo too. So that's the energy I get. Yep. So yeah, I don't know, like why somebody's happiness makes somebody put somebody in a whole freaking funk, but whatever. They're gonna have to go like get some time some pills or something, like not pills, not like the bad ones. Like go get a prescription, go see a doctor or something, because that's like a chemical imbalance. Like when you can't be happy for other people, that's trauma. It's just a lot of hurt. It's a lot of butt hurtness. And somebody's probably like coddled this person so they don't even understand that the way that they're operating isn't normal. I guess people are probably scared of this person since they are acting kind of crazy, so they don't want to trigger this person any further. Is this person violent? It's not helping if you're not addressing the issue. And if the person needs to be committed before they hurt someone or something or themselves, you need to do so. You're not doing anything by helping them hurt other people or not making them understand where they're at in the latitude, longitude of life. Okay. Because these things could come back and hurt them in the long run or hurt you. All right, so we got 21, which is the world. 21 blackjack. Somebody playing cards. Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? 21 blackjack is 3, which is creativity. Let's go. Let's go, Aries. And we're in March, which is the 3. And we started off with a 133. So let's see what's going on in Aries season. We've got the 5, we've got the Page of Wands, and we've got the 5. We've got 55. Why do we have 55? Which is a 10, which is wish fulfillment. Bam. So we've got conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bully, theft, abusive relationships. That is not what I was thinking about. In Aries, inspiration, ideas, discovery. Somebody's stealing. Somebody's stealing or somebody's starting something. Gotta be starting something. Got to be starting something. Got to be starting something. Hey, all right. So Michael Jackson, Virgo energy. Wow. Michael Jackson is a Virgo. Shit, he is, but he's very, very freaking creative. So what's going on? Somebody wants to change something. Somebody having an identity crisis. That's what it is, an identity crisis. Someone's having an identity crisis. Someone doesn't want to deal. Is somebody trying to have surgery? Um, um, Gender reassignment surgery. They want it, they had it, they desire it, something like that. I don't know why there's 55 is in front of me. They born 55, they are 55, something 55, or 5, something with May 5th. But either way you change it back and forth, it's still 55. And 5 plus 5 makes 10. So conflict, Page of Wands, the Hierophant. This is what I got in front of me. Conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bully, theft, abusive relationships, inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential, institutions, tradition, religions, society and its rules, so social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bonded, karmic, I'm so sorry for belching. Bonded, mercy, wisdom, trust. Okay, so this is causing a lot of mental conflict for somebody. It's really definitely messing with the inspiration. And then we've got the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So we've got Aquarius to Taurus energy. So because of the institutions and the tradition and the religion and society and its rules and social approval, and somebody is doing something, whatever they want to do, it's not looked at as normal in their society, not the society. It's not looked at normal in their sector of things, in their group, in their family, in their culture, or something like that. They want to do something that is out of the box and they don't think people will approve of it. However, it's causing a lot of mental conflict. It's causing a bunch of disagreements, competition, defeat, conflict, something like that. So sometimes when people get in the pursuance of the money, and people start chasing the money for this gender reassignment surgery and for stuff like this, stuff that they don't think people will approve of, they'll use any excuse in their mind to get the money. Sometimes people will adapt a sick mindset or and by any means, by all costs, mindset to achieve a goal. And sometimes when you get into that mindset, you make your own set of rules, which means that the other rules, society's rules, are no longer applying to you in your own world. That doesn't mean that it's reality. It means that you have now altered the reality to what you want it to be. And you got to be very careful with being delusional like that, because there's some good delude, which have, that's Hollywood. Well, the actors who held on to their heart in Hollywood. And there's some bad delude where you play the part so good in your head that you forget that there are rules, regulations, there are people, there are real people, there's right and wrong. There's, you shouldn't do that just because you could. And when a person gets into the situation of wanted to change their whole appearance on the outside. And it doesn't have to be gender reassignment. Sometimes you could just be getting surgery. This is why they ask you to get a psychological review or exam, because for a person to put themselves in a situation to where they might die just because of a look or a curve or a thing that they don't have or reassignment. They have to be certain because it's already it's a traumatic thing to happen to your body that you're electing to do. That's why it's called an elective surgery. You're already choosing to do it. You're not being forced to do it. This is not a life-saving thing. They have to check you psychologically. And unfortunately, a lot of people are already undiagnosed. They haven't addressed past trauma. They are traumatized, and for some who get it by any means mentality, they traumatize themselves to get the money. They put themselves in bad situations to get the money. And when they go under the anesthesia, mind you, you're in between somewhere, in the realm somewhere while you're in anesthesia. Who knows what comes back from that realm with you because of all the trauma and undiagnosed things that you've been through and the secrets you might hold from your journey to that table. So you have to understand some people, when they got bit by the body improvement bug or the I got to get money bug or I want to change my life bug, they adapted a different mindset, a get it by any means mindset. And for some, it worked out good and they were able to hold on and keep a balance of things. And for a lot, and they won't tell you this, they've lost control in some way and put themselves in a situation to where they've been leveraged, but because they went way too far. So they had to compromise in a lot of different ways to still get to that table. And some made it and still hold on to the deeds and the trauma of that journey. And others who did not, they just probably got bad case of body dysmorphia, and it doesn't make their trauma any different. They didn't need to go on the table. Their actual surgery is the drinking and the substance and the promiscuity every day. That's how, you know, they do their surgery every day. They have really bad diets, either they're making themselves blow up or they're dropping down really, really small for lack of care and the one-mindedness, the small-mindedness of staying to this one goal. And sometimes they get so tunnel vision that they forget that there's a whole world out there that's looking. And that also can be surprising and very traumatizing to a person who's painted themselves in a mental prison like the one I was talking about earlier, about that person who's angry at another person's positivity. That when a person is fighting so hard to make their goals happen and they're not going about it in such a good way, and then they turn around not knowing how you got there and they just see that you got to the goal, sometimes that'll piss them off and make a person actually become even more derailed because how did you get to my goal before I got to my goal? Or how does it appear you got to your goals before I got to my goals? So sometimes, and they'll stop doing what they're doing and start attacking what you're doing because what they're doing has made them crazy, essentially. So you definitely have to be mindful of that comparison part and try not to do it. So we definitely got this 55 here, and whoever this person is who's going through this gender thing, slow down and try to regulate your system before you get into some things that you cannot get out of if you haven't already. And that's the advice I have for that. And that's an Aries season. So somebody's definitely very passionate about what they want to do, the changes they want to make in life, or this reassignment. And it's a heavy burden. So what I'm going to say to that soul is do not continue to torture yourself, because you are not torturing other people. Yes, you are hurting other people. Yes, you are inconveniencing other people, and it's not fair to them because you are hurting yourself by continuing with this mindset. Please go get help and support. Maybe you do have Capricorn in your chart, because that sounds like a Capricornish thing. So definitely please get support, proper support, not people who are going to coddle your fears and then maneuver them for their benefit and then exploit and extort you for their benefit. Get real support, hopefully professional. Okay, let's go. All right, so now we're in Taurus. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And I might have to do the other half in a minute. We got that 315. Now we got a 315. What is going on? We got a 315, which will make that 9 altogether, which is 9 in divine, which is those frats and those fraternities, sectors, groups, and cliques, that sort of thing. So yeah, back to that. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. Celebration, new project, and conflict, disagreement. Guess somebody is celebrating it. Okay, so but I do got a 9, and I've got Aquarius and Cancer out here. So maybe there's an Aquarius and Cancer man that are supposed to be celebrating. I see Cancer celebrating. I see Aquarius in conflict, and we've got the one in the middle, which is the new project and the urge to create in the new beginning. So yeah, there's definitely someone in conflict. Maybe there's an Aries in conflict with a Gemini Taurus, or vice versa. The person is either 35, excuse me, or 53. Excuse me. I see a 9. It could be March the 15th. Somebody March the 15th. Or the end of May. That's a June Gemini. That's a Gemini Cancer. That's a Gemini Cancer right there. That's a June Gemini. I consider Gemini Cancers. When you get to May 31st, you're a Gemini. You are June Gemini. And that's when things can get a little. So we got Aquarius out here with the sneaky thing. We got Aquarius 2 times after that. So there's definitely a strong air element out here, which means that it's a bit heartless and somebody's being very, very sneaky. And when it comes like that, it's not a lot of emotion there. It's a lot of cutthroat energy out here. You see that? It's cutthroat. When that 7's out here, that's cutthroat. That's somebody stealing, sneaky, embezzling, fraud, forgery, perjury, that sort of thing. This person get down and dirty, and that's what the situation I was talking about with the person who's in pursuance for that I guess gender reassert or surgery or cosmetic surgery or elective surgery. This person is trying to be a star at any cost, and you've seen how social media has done with that, with those people who get so caught up on attention and being a star and getting the surgery because they think the surgery is going to automatically make them famous. No, sometimes that surgery don't make you famous. Sometimes that surgery just tear up your health. It tear up your mental health. It tear you up a lot. And you end up worse off than you would have been if you would have just enjoyed yourself naturally. So I don't know who this is for, but someone needs support. And if you see someone that is too hard up for celebrity status and things of that nature, please have a serious talk with them, because they don't know the danger that they could be waving themselves into. Because if someone picks up on that and they look at them in desperation enough, they can sell themselves into a whole different situation that they do not want to be in. So if you love your family member and you see that they that hard up, please stop them from selling their soul. Please. All right. And that was in Taurus. That almost put a lump in my chest. Really. Somebody did not. I'm sorry. Yeah, look, I can't say sorry. If I made you uncomfortable, you need to be uncomfortable. You shouldn't be comfortable like that. So I got 53 or 35 out here. From the age of 53 to 35, there's a Taurus. Maybe it was May the 3rd, or maybe it was March the 5th. I don't know. Hmm. The Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles, teamwork, institutions, and traditions. So somebody's working through institutions and traditions. Somebody is using the system. Okay, somebody is using the system to get what they want. They're 35 or 53. Somebody is using the systems. Hopefully, you're not abusing the system so that you can get surgery. Somebody trying to get a butt lift or a breast reduction or face something or something like that. Somebody is trying to use the system to pay for surgery. This is what I keep getting. All right, Gemini, let's go. All right, so visions of grandeur are out here. We've got stagnation. We've got the 1, the 12, the 7. That's 8 plus 12. That's 20. That's a 2. Somebody's got to balance out their polarities. Definitely mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas, pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, opportunities, wishful thinking, choices, illusions, searching for purpose, daydreaming. So there's Gemini, Scorpio. We got the air trine out here. So there's all 3 air signs out here: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 1 plus 12 plus 7. Ooh, 112. I like that. I like that group. All right. So somebody is a hopeless romantic, although they've got mental clarity, though. It's a Gemini. It's an air trine, specifically with Scorpio placements in the chart. So somebody's very, very good at manifesting. However, something is moving slow. Something has been stagnated for a Gemini. This is a Gemini reading. Air trine, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio in the chart. Scorpio rising, maybe. Doesn't have to be, but it's definitely that type of energy. Mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas, pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment, view of things different than before, insight, sacrifice, change, release, opportunities, wishful thinking, choices, illusion, searching for purpose, daydreaming. So someone is very hopeful and optimistic, and that's the way it should be. We've got a 1 plus 12, that's 13 plus 7, that's a 20, that's just 2, which is balancing polarity. So things will be evened out for you very soon. You will not be stagnated very long. Things have to move slow. Sometimes rejection is protection. And the reason why things have to move slow, sometimes you might be moving a bit too fast. It's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. Whatever it is, it's coming, Gemini. I don't usually move like this. So if I'm moving like this, it's something. Keep it to yourself. Whatever it is, keep it to yourself. If it's good, you'll keep it to yourself. You'll do well to keep it to yourself. All right, Gemini, can't speak much. It's for something. It just said, keep it to yourself. All right, so let's go, Cancer. I don't know. It just said, keep it to yourself. All right, then we got the Queen of Cups, Gemini. Then we got the High Priestess in Cancer. That's why. Okay, so Cancer is cross watching. There's a Cancer cross watching. That's why I had to keep it to myself. All right, so we've got Gemini and Cancer. We got the High Priestess and we got meditation. Okay, so it's very, very well in knowing. My good ear. Okay, compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, caring, intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine trust, your self sensitivity, purity, high morals, meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, disconnected. All right. So we've got Gemini, Cancer is all through here. And we've got the 2 and the 4, which is equal give and take. All right. So Gemini and Cancer, this is a Cancer cusp message. This is a Gemini Cancer cusp message, but this is a Cancer reading. This is definitely a Cancer reading, which means someone is definitely in their fields. And the High Priestess knows it. Everybody's having a little soft spot for everybody, especially after this retrograde was pretty rough. So there is a situation where something needs to be handled very gently. The High Priestess intuitively knows this. So as we go forward, be easy. Do a bit of a soft step because you might have to stomp hard at the end of the day. So save your energy. All right, we've got this Cancer. I'm telling you, it's a Gemini Cancer cusp, but this is a Cancer reading. So it might just be Cancer. It might be the cross watcher. All I have on the chart is Gemini Cancer in the moon. And the only thing that the moon can tell me is that there's Pisces energy in this reading as well. So vibe high and step easy because it's something going on. Be breezy. Take what resonates. Is something going on? Is something strange in my neighborhood? Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And it don't look good. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. We gonna call it collective. Hey, collective. All right, so now that we're in Leo, let's see what Leo got going on. We got Libra, we got Scorpio coming out, right? Knight of Cups, creativity, romantic charm, imagination, beauty, knight, and shining armor, following the heart, Prince Charming, proposals, creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, happy survival, dreamer, sensitivity, new love, financial loss, lack mindset, loss, isolation, worry, need, poverty, insecurity. Oh, gosh. And the only thing we have out here is May. What is going on with May? We've got Tauruses and we've got Geminis in May, but we definitely got May. So, we've got Libra and then we've got Scorpio. We've got air, water, and we've got earth. Okay, so we're drying some stuff up, which happened outside. So there was a dry wind, and somebody's being really freaking dry. Excuse me. I don't know where this belching is coming from. I did eat. No, I didn't eat a lot last night. Somebody's fasting on an empty stomach, or somebody's starving. Are they emotionally starved? Fishy offer, that's why. Okay, so there's the Knight of Cups coming in on this cloudy horse, right? And then we've got the Page of Cups with a shitty offer. And then we've got financial loss. So you've got a choice between some people, okay, Leo? Leo, girl. Let me tell you, girl. Come over here, girl. Let me tell you, girl. So you got a choice between these two people, right? You got a choice between somebody who's maybe done a few things in life, but they're getting better. They're stepping into a new sign of life. And then you've got this YN over here who's offering you a fishy cup. You don't know what he got going on because he's still got to grow. He's still got some milk behind his ears. So it's up to you whether or not you like the YN or you like the tried and true soldier. Yeah, he's been through some things. Yeah, you might sit at the bar and you might see somebody talking about, yeah, I remember him, but she only saying it because she want to be seen and she want to be important, but she's in the past. So don't worry about the past, right? Because you want to be the future. So it's up to you. Either you pick the tried and true older guy who's going to know how to handle you in life or be able to walk away, or you're gonna pick the YN who can possibly give you a STD. I don't know. Ask for my chart. It's your life. Okay. How can I fuck up your life and I'm not even in it? I don't know. Okay, so this is the Leo. And pick wisely. Remember, take your time, okay? Because this can actually mess your money up. This can leave you out in the cold, all right? This can actually put you in some dire straits. They'll eat all your food and break up all your things, and you don't want that. But also, you got to step easy with the tried and true knight because he's not going to be playing the YN games, and he'll walk away from you too. He's been through enough that he just don't got to do it either. So, step easy. I told you. Pack light. Yeah. Yeah, no. You see, the YN's going to tell you, baby, I can take care. We can get you in the world. That's because the young ain't been through shit, so he's gonna take you through a lot. And the older dude that you're gonna meet, he's gonna be experienced. And if you bring all that baggage toward him, he's going to raise an eyebrow. Okay, so pack light. Yeah. All right. We've already gotten through with you, Leo. Let's go over to Virgo. What are we doing over here with Virgo? Oh, we got the Queen of Cups, we got the King of Cups, and we got the Queen of Wands. All right, so now, Divine Masculine, you got a choice to make. Either you want the Queen of Cups or you want the Queen of Wands. And we are here in Virgo. So, Virgo man, we've got Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Pisces. So, we've got a lot. You've got some sneaky bitches. You got one of them sneaky and one of them not. One of them is not only sneaky, she is impulsive. And you've got the other one who is emotionally okay. She's compassionate, comfort, calm, nurturing. You've got the other one with courage, confidence, independence, focus, zest for life, determination, and joy. which means she's going to be a fun time and a good time. However, there can be some stuff with her. She got some shit with her, but you see how she looking. She got that little sneaky look, like she peeking at you, like, is he looking? Can he see me? Can he do it? Okay. And then you got her, who's basically always busy with her thing. She doesn't really look up unless it's very important. She's always busy. She's always in her bag. So King of Cups, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You got these two chicks looking for you. And one, I'm trying to tell you, she be on sneaky shit, and the other one be chilling. But I'm trying to tell you, the one that be on sneaky shit, she a good time. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes you need a woman that is strategic. Take what resonates. You do not have to take what the whole world would take, which is the more compassion when the one that's in her bag in order to make your life work. You might work out better with the one who's strategic. You see what I'm saying? See, some people, the reason why you're not happy is because you keep trying to be in everyone's lane instead of in your own lane. So I'm trying to tell you. See, the average man is going to say, you know what? You picked the docile one. You picked the one that's in her bag. You picked the one that's in her bag. Well, what if she just want to be in her bag by herself? This is why you can't always pick what everybody else would pick. Sometimes you got to pick the strategic chick because she know how to get in and out of shit. You see what I'm saying? So, right. Stay in your own lane. Pick what you would pick naturally. Don't pick what everybody else would pick. These cards is why I'm not in your bed and not lonely. Because you might be lonely talking about the status of me. Home alone and lonely are two different things. I'm smiling. You're not. Anyway, let's go over to Libra. Let's see what Libra is doing. You having time to talk about my status that I'm happy with means that you ain't happy with yours. Anyway, 5, Hierophant 2, 5-2. Are you 5-2? Are you one of those short bastards that have one of them complexes, or is it just in your mind? Because I have noticed that there are some wonderful, good looking men that have very horrible personalities. And once they talk, you be like, yeah, ew. Anyway, Hierophant 2. Okay. Institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bonded mercy, wisdom, trust, unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, connection. All right. Libra is definitely balancing the scales. I see Taurus and Cancer out here. 5-2, 25, or 52. Somebody born in 52 or 25. I doubt that there's somebody on Jesus internet that was born in 25, but if they are, bless your heart to be here and see these children acting up like this. All right, so definitely institutions and unified love. Let's go. Somebody wants a traditional marriage. All right, you go, Libra. Somebody wants a family. Someone wants a traditional marriage. Oh, tower moment. Oh shit, they ain't gonna get it. All right, so somebody's going through a tower, financial loss. They're out in the cold, and this is why they lost their family and they lost their Queen of Cups. Oh shit. Oh damn, Gina. Was that enough? Okay, so there was a tower moment that happened. Somebody lost their damn family. Okay, it's a Libra. Libra energy, take what resonates. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer is out here, and this is by way of all these signs. This is how you lost your family. Damn, tower moment, Taurus, May. I got 16 and 5, which takes us to 21. So you're going to have to create a way or another life or something like that because you lost the last life you fucked up. So you lost your damn family. You lost your Queen of Cups. Let her go. Let her go. You're out in the cold. It's what it is. This too shall change. Karma doesn't last forever, but this is what it is. Someone wants a family. They can have a family, just not the old one that they messed up. You got to go forward and do some other stuff. All right. I don't know what else to tell you, and I won't tell you nothing else. All right. There it is, Libra. Let's go, Scorpio. Let's go. Let's go, Scorpio. Let's go. Hey, hey. Alex. I don't like how those cards fell out, so I'm going to put them back. I'm surprised he had not walked his little tall self in here. He's so tall. He has gotten so tall. Oh my gosh. I love how tall he has gotten. But he can eat a whole refrigerator in one day. I don't know what to fix this afternoon, but I got to fix something. Okay, so we got a 6 and a 2, which is an 8. Karma. Scorpio. Let's go, baby. All right, so we've got Aquarius out here. And there he goes. I spoke him up. Transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, move on, energy, planning. So someone is planning to move away, or they're planning to leave the state of where they are. They're planning to leave this Knight of Wands. Someone is moving into calmer waters away from this Knight of Wands. There is travel. Someone is packing up right now, Scorpio. If this is you, congratulations on your new move. Hopefully you like your new place and you are moving somewhere safe. So someone is going to move to some calmer waters. They've given up. This Knight of Wands has done too much impulsiveness. It's exhausting here. We hate it here. We don't like it here. It's over. Okay, so Scorpio is saying bye-bye, ta-ta, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Sailing over to some calmer waters, okay? Can't deal with the Knight of Wands. He too damn in the streets. He too much going on. Take it as it resonates, man or woman. Too promiscuous, waving that wand every damn where, galloping everywhere, spreading fire. Good knows, I hope it's not a real fire. Just spreading chaos every damn where, because they don't plan on settling down anyway. They don't know how to. So this is you setting your sights on a better way, a better day. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So congratulations to the Scorpio who has ascended to the point where they, you know what, they don't need it. They can go on about themselves. You can go on living your best life. You ain't going back and forth with these ninjas. Living your best life. You don't have to go back and forth. You don't have to keep dealing with it. If it's happening and you don't like it, let it go. See, balance out the polarities. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. All right, we've got Sagittarius here and we are winding up. This is the end of it. This is the song. Happy birthday to me in the last month. This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it not ever, forever, just because, okay, it's annoying. All right, somebody's annoyed. All right, we've got the Chariot, which everything is fast moving, which is my mouth. My mouth is moving a mile a minute real fast this morning. I'm trying to tell you, I can be an auctioneer or a rapper or something. I don't know. Maybe not a rapper. Okay, so now we've got the Sagittarius here for the last win, the last but not the least, the arrow, straight and true, the Archer. Knight of Pentacles, hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, responsibility, new project, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential beginnings, new opportunities, growth, new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, restless mental energy. Yeah. We've got Aries, Taurus energy, and the only number we got out here. You are the one. You are the Neo in your life, Sagittarius. So let's get to it. Sagittarius is a mirror sign to me, definitely. I know I got Sagittarius in my chart because things be like, ugh, right? We got the dark horse. So you have balanced out the fact that you do have dark energy in your light. Okay, look, people don't understand. People do not understand that by way of you getting to your enlightenment, that you had to actually manage and master the dark in you. Yes, it is hard sometimes, but you have managed to master the dark in you. People do not understand that in order to get to the light, sometimes you had to travel through some damn darkness. Some people don't understand that you don't play crazy. You actually are goddamn crazy. And it takes a lot for you to manage this world every damn day. And once you get to a point where you have things to lose, you act accordingly. You do what you have to do. My favorite part in the Avengers is when they asked the guy that plays the Hulk, is he not angry anymore? And he says, what are you talking about? I'm angry all the damn time. It's because He lives in reality. He just know he in reality, you just can't go about doing what you want to do. You have to have some balance. So, like I said, you might have started out in the dark, but you ended up in light. But in the midst of all this, you are the only one who is the master of your destination. It's only you. So, until next time, we don't even know when that is because I'll be so random. All right. Much love. This was Coffee with Mix this morning because I gave you a midnight surprise last night. Okay. So, have a good one. Lots of love. I think I got a little bit of tea to spill for you next time, right? Next time. See you next time. Bye. Oh, yeah. The don't come for me because somebody's spinning you. That part.